Catholic School. The Spirit of St. Joseph Award honors those in our community, past and present, whose everyday lives exemplify that of our patron. They are models of humility, dedicating themselves to lives of service and excellence in all that they do. We're grateful to the recipients of this award for their generous witness of faith, and specifically at their heroic efforts in furthering the mission of Catholic education. Now, we are blessed and honored to have a few past recipients of the award with us this evening, including Ed and Suzanne Kasarik, Greg and Marianne Bailey, Eric and Kathy Schneeman, and Father Nate Wills, our recipient from last year, was not able to be with us. We're grateful his sister, Natalie Mulrooney, is here tonight.
Tonight we're blessed to honor Dick and Sandy Schultz and their family as the recipients of the 2026 Spirit of St. Joseph Award. The Schultz family was a typical Minnesota Catholic family grounded in faith and strong values. In the 1970s, Dick and Sandy made the intentional decision to send their 4 children, Susan, Deborah, Nancy, and Rick, to St. Joseph Catholic School. And during those busy years, Sandy volunteered generously, including in the classroom, and Dick served as a leader with our school advisory and finance committees. They were fully engaged parents, investing their time and talents in the life of the school community. At that very same time, Dick was busy building a business, sometimes literally out of the back of his car. And what began in 1966 as a small electronics store called Sound of Music on Robert Street was steadily growing. Throughout the years, their children attended St. Joseph. Dick was expanding that company, which would eventually become Best Buy. That happened in 1983. He was balancing entrepreneurship with deep engagement in parish and school life. And even then, what was very evident was this family's commitment to stewardship and Catholic education.
The story extends well beyond business success. While philanthropy had long been a part of the family's values, that commitment was elevated in 2004 with the founding of the Richard M. Schultz Family Foundation. Dick's vision was clear: to give back to the communities where he grew up, raised his family, and built his business. In 2007, the Schultz family made a transformative gift to establish the preschool at St. Joseph, officially still known as the Schultz Family Learning Center. What began as hands-on involvement as school parents evolved into a lasting investment in the future of Catholic education. In 2015, through the vision and generosity of Dick Schultz and the Schultz Family Foundation, the Catholic School Center of Excellence was established to strengthen excellence and grow enrollment in Minnesota's preschool through 8th grade Catholic schools. Initially serving the Archdiocese of St. Paul and Minneapolis, the mission expanded in 2022 to support Catholic elementary schools all across the state. To date, the Schultz family, through the Schultz Family Foundation, has contributed more than $70 million to support the 151 schools that Cisco now serves. This broader investment continues the Schultz family's enduring commitment to Catholic education and has once again directly benefited St. Joseph Catholic School, bringing their stewardship full circle and providing life-changing support for generations of students.
Although Sandy has since gone to meet the Lord and the family is spread far and wide, the Schultz family's legacy remains vibrant at St. Joseph Catholic School and in Catholic schools throughout the state of Minnesota. Dick is out of the country this evening and his children were unable to get back to us from afar, but we are extremely grateful that Steve Heppner is here to accept this award on their behalf. As Vice President of the Richard M. Schultz Family Foundation and the acting president of the Catholic School Center of Excellence, Steve is a steadfast and well-known champion of Catholic education in Minnesota. And it's my pleasure to welcome to the stage now, Steve Heppner.
Thank you, everyone. and it's always great to be in a room full of people who love Catholic schools. Thank you all for being here. So on behalf of the Schultz family, I want to pass along their sincere gratitude for the Spirit of St. Joseph Award. We're very grateful to be recognized in this way by the St. Joseph's community, so thank you for that. While the Schultzes support the Catholic schools, while their support started at St. Joseph's, as Father Luke and Kyle pointed out, it has blossomed into extraordinary support, which they give through Cisco to all the Catholic elementary schools in Minnesota. Dick wanted me to express his best regards to everyone here, and he has so many fond memories of his family's involvement at the church and school, and he's proud to have been part of this community. Dick enjoyed serving on the board at St. Joe's and getting to know the teachers through his involvement. He and his kids fondly recall the teachers, including Ruth. So this is back in the 1970s, so for everyone here who's like, they don't teach here, Ruth Knuth, Fran Nierenhausen, Karen Delmont, Lisa Rem, Lori Kristoff, Judy Conway, Jim Schmidt, Mike Holbach, Joel Knopfler, Pat Callahan, and the band teacher, Merle Danielson, better known as Mr. D. Dick also appreciated the time that he had to spend with principals Jim Hamburg, Mark Blumgren, and Jane Nordine, who I know is here tonight, and Dick said he would never forget Father Remus or Father Sauber, among the other great priests that he met at St. Joe's. He mentioned that it was very gratifying for him to find ways to raise funds to lower the cost of tuition and increase the quality of teaching through training and a variety of types of professional development. Dick also remembers when his wife Sandy would be involved in the classroom activities during the day, and then helping out with large social and fundraising activities in the evenings and on weekends. Not surprisingly, he also mentioned that his kids loved their experience at St. Joe's. In addition to the teachers and classes, they remember bringing brown bag lunches, the lunch whistle, chocolate milk on Fridays, playing at recess, going to school mass, and making good friends. And speaking of good friends, is Lori Lyons, is Lori Bruce here? Nancy Schultz Teller said that you are such a good friend of hers, and that she especially remembers raising the flag in the mornings, band with Mr. D, and camp, and playing sports with you. And she said that St. Joe's is so lucky to have you as a teacher. And finally, Dick just also wanted me to express how strongly he believes in the impact of St. Joe's and all the Catholic schools on educating and shaping future generations. And he wanted me to share how much he admires all of you for your continued support and the great work that you do at St. Joe's and in the Catholic school community. So thanks again from the Schultz family for this very meaningful award.
Congratulations. Steve, thanks for being here one more time for Steve.